So welcome back to another FIFA 21 topic video. Today we are talking about the things that won't be in FIFA 21. Before a FIFA game comes out every year, it's pretty easy to guess which things are not going to be in the game based on licensing changes and even things EA generally don't add into the game. So today's video is going to go over a couple of those things. And make sure you leave a like if you do enjoy. To get all the latest FIFA 21 news and content, make sure you subscribe to this channel. I'm trying to get to 200,000 by the end of the year, so please help me out by subscribing. Important stadium that is not going to be in FIFA 21 is the Bayern Munich stadium. I think it's called Allianz Arena or Allianz Stadium. It's something like that anyway. And this was removed back in FIFA 20. If you remember, PES acquired the license for that stadium. At the time, PES put out a tweet that said, "The Allianz Arena, home of our new partner club Bayern Munich, will be exclusively available in PES 2020. That means we will be the only console football game where you can play in the iconic arena this season." And they were 100% correct with that tweet. The Bayern Munich chairman at the time said, "We are delighted that we are entering into a long-term partnership with Konami." So this looks like it's going to be a multi-year deal. I haven't found any specific info on how many years, but it could be 3 or 4 years. To me, that's a long-term deal anyway. And yeah, so whatever you're experiencing in FIFA 20 with Bayern Munich is going to happen for the next 3 or 4 years, I reckon. So it's not very good news. So expect the Allianz Arena to be missing for a while. Now this partnership also affects access to the players and player faces. So I think it's fair to say that you won't see many Bayern Munich player face updates or scans by EA because they don't have access to the players. In this page here, it says that the partnership between Konami and Bayern provides the developers of PES with comprehensive access to the stars and legends of Germany's most successful football club, allowing lifelike reproduction of all the elements necessary in producing the game. They can 3D scan the stadium. They can also do a nice scan of the players as well. And EA can't really do that for the players and the stadium, obviously. So you're not going to be seeing, face updates. I don't think FIFA 20 had any Bayern Munich face updates. I think they had Pavard, but Pavard probably got scanned at his former club before he joined Bayern Munich. So I don't think that one counts. So with these kinds of deals, it affects EA's ability to add in the faces, obviously, as well. And also the stadium. And maybe even the cover star as well. So I'll probably say this for all the stadiums that I talk about in this video, but having the Allianz Arena missing in the game is not the same experience. When you go and play those Champions League semi-finals or something at Bayern Munich Stadium, you're playing in some generic ground now, and it's not the same. I know there's not much we can do about it because it's a licensing thing, but I do miss it. And of course, because EA did the full Bundesliga treatment as well, it means it's like one of the only missing stadiums in the Bundesliga as well. So it's not that good for career mode if you're doing a Bayern Munich one. Now, when it comes to foot icons, a lot of people would love to see David Beckham in the game. Now, the reason why you probably haven't seen him in a FIFA game is because in 2017, he did sign a long-term agreement to be an exclusive player in Konami's PES game. In August 2017, it was announced that David Beckham signs a long-term exclusive agreement with Konami, and long-term definitely means like 3 to 4 years. In the paragraph, it says the exclusive deal with Konami will see Beckham appear as a legend player in the My Club mode of the soon-to-be-released PES 18. Now, PES 18 came around, PES 19, PES 20 came around as well, and they all had Beckham as an exclusive legend, I guess. And in PES 21, I think Beckham is still one of those legends in the game. So to me, it means that nothing's changed here with his deal with Konami. But of course, it could have expired and he could be in both games this year. But there's been no mention about losing Beckham as like one of those exclusive partnerships. So I don't think Beckham will be in FIFA 21. Now, if you remember in FIFA 20, Van Basten did get removed from the game based on comments he made in real life, which weren't very good. And EA doesn't really muck around with like PR and stuff. We all know what happened with Ronaldo on the cover for FIFA 19. EA removed Van Basten items from Ultimate Team in FIFA 20 a couple months ago, and we haven't seen any return since, and it's probably likely that he's not going to be appearing in FIFA 21 as an icon as well. This was the message at the time. It said, "FIFA community, we are aware of the recent comments made by Marco Van Basten. We have an expectation that our commitment to equality and diversity is upheld across our game. As such, we will suspend Van Basten icon items from being available in packs, SBCs and Foot Draft until further notice. Stay tuned for further updates." And we haven't had any further updates since he got banned, which was a couple months ago. So yeah, like I said earlier, EA doesn't really muck around with PR, so I don't think Van Basten will be returning as an icon in FIFA 21. So it's been a while since we saw this stadium in a FIFA game, but next up I want to talk about the Nou Camp, which obviously is Barcelona's home ground. Now, the Nou Camp, I think, was last in FIFA 16 until Konami, decided to do a partnership with Barcelona, which meant that their stadium was only going to be exclusive to PES games. And it's been in Konami's game exclusively for like 4 or 5 years now. And it's just not the same. Like sometimes you want to do a crew mode with Barcelona and you're playing in that generic stadium. I think it's called El Libertador or something. And it's just not the same as having the Nou Camp, even though it's trying to mimic that stadium. And then of course when you play those Champions League nights against Barcelona as well in crew mode and you play at that Libertador stadium, it's not the same thing again. And since EA and La Liga have that partnership where they can do the whole league scan, the full league treatment with the stadiums and stuff, it means that the Nou Camp is only one of a few missing stadiums in the La Liga career modes. And it also means that EA probably can't go and scan Barcelona players and update their faces regularly. There is a few players that definitely could use a face update in that team, but it's not going to happen anytime soon due to the licensing. But this doesn't look like it's going to change anytime soon. There was speculation in 2019 that maybe the Nou Camp could return if Konami didn't do a deal with Barcelona or didn't renew their license with Barcelona, but in 2019 they actually did. Back on the 11th of June 2019, Barcelona put out a statement that said FC Barcelona and Konami announced today that they are renewing their relationship with a new global partnership agreement whereby the digital entertainment firm behind PES will be continuing its association with the club for the next 4 years. So whatever you're experiencing with Barcelona in FIFA 20 is going to be happening up until like FIFA 20, 21, 22, FIFA 23. So yep, another 4 years or 3 years now to go with this. And then we've got to wait again to see if they renew in like 2023 as well. So this year Konami had the Euro 2020 DLC update exclusively for PES, but the real life tournament did get pushed back due to the global issue, so that's going to be happening in 2021 now. And because of that reason, a lot of people were thinking, well, maybe Konami used up their agreement and that leaves a door open for EA to go and secure the rights for 2021's Euro tournament, but that is not going to be the case and the Euros will not be in FIFA 21. When Konami unveiled PES 2021 season update, they also announced that the season update features the same award-winning gameplay as last year's PES 20, along with various team and player updates for the new season, and then they also mentioned that the game will come with the Euro 2020 mode. And yeah, that's pretty much confirmation that they've got the rights for the 21 Euros and EA is not going to be putting something in their game now for the Euros. I mean, they're not really that big of an update anymore. I remember when they used to do those full games for it and stuff, so you're not really missing out on much these days when a World Cup comes around or a Euro comes around, but still it gives you something to do for a month at least in June, and we won't be getting it on FIFA, but if you've already got PES 20, just hop on the Euro mode there, it won't make a difference. Now, if you're expecting the Juventus license to come back for FIFA 21, then think again because it ain't going to be happening unless Juventus cancels the partnership because the license is still intact for the next couple of years. I'll talk about that soon, but we all remember when the big announcement came, I think July last year or something, when Juventus was going to be called Piemonte Calcio in FIFA 20. Obviously, it did suck. It still sucks right now to have the missing stadium as well, the Allianz Stadium or the Juventus Stadium, one of the two names. It sucks when you go to play Juventus in career mode and you got to play at a generic ground, or if you want to use Juventus in the Serie A career mode and you got to play in the generic ground. And then obviously, you know, having the fake kits as well gets on your nerves. I don't like them. I think they're ugly. And maybe they'll do a redesign, maybe they won't for FIFA 21's kits for Piemonte Calcio, but having the whole team generic besides, you know, the players and the player names is just pretty annoying. I do miss it, but of course you can install mods if you play on PC that fix up the issue, but it also means that Juventus player faces will probably not be updated for the next couple of years in the game as well. So players like Ronaldo, I don't know if they will fix his hair up with the ponytail thing or the man bun, whatever you call it. So get used to the faces you're seeing in FIFA 20, I would say. Now this looks like it's going to be another long-term deal with Juventus, so nothing's going to change in the short term. The details of this deal say that Juventus are proud to sign with Konami, and the agreement sees the two global football and entertainment icons, PES and Juventus, partnering together for the next 3 years. And it will allow us to more easily identify with our younger fans, as well as increase our appeal to both sports fans and those of esports. So it looks like FIFA 23 could be the next FIFA where we could see Juventus licensed in the game once again, unless the contract gets terminated early or if they renew the deal in a few years' time. I know these licensing deals don't really affect Ultimate Team, but they certainly affect the career mode experience a bit. So that was part 1 of things that won't be in FIFA 21. As the months roll on, I will be updating this series and adding more episodes in, but I just need to get some more info about a few different things. So I hope you did enjoy part 1. Make sure you check out this FIFA video, hit the card in the middle. I'll see you next time.